I just want to see this little arrow thing going over here. See when I talk? The arrow moves, the needle moves. So we are being publicly recorded. No, I'm just privately recorded, don't worry. So I'm experimenting with this radio program. This is Jonathan, and this is Sister Susanna. Remember the song, Oh, Susanna? Well, anyway, we're going to sing praises to the Lord, not Susanna today. But we appreciate everyone, and we praise them as well, but in a different way. No, anyway, you were just saying something interesting that I thought we should put on record for my friend William. I'd like to send this to my friend William, as well as maybe a few others at some point.
Well, what I'd like to share is that I really believe in my heart that if the church came together in an outside worship
Yes.
and pour our hearts out to the Lord and let Him know how much we love Him, how that's going to move mountains in me.
Wow, that's a beautiful concept. So Susanna was telling me, be careful, don't just try to. Jeremiah was told, I called you, I the Lord have called you to tear down and to plant. And if I focus on tearing down and don't focus on planting, then I might be in trouble.
Yes.
And so Susanna's correct about that. And that's why when I hear her say we should just get together and love the Lord, and it sounds almost too easy because a lot of people talk about love, but they don't really understand it. But Susanna's you're talking about the real thing. You're talking about truly opening up and praying to God.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely necessary, along with plowing up that really hard ground. Isn't that what you were telling me before?
Well, I'm telling you, after watching The Holy Ground with Daniel Kalenda, it was like, it's breathtaking to see 300,000 people loving God together.
In other words, this was not just pretense. This was the real experience.
This was the real deal.
Well, I've seen a few times this other fellow you told me about, his predecessor, with the large groups, and I noticed something very special about the ministry, and I never took the time to find out about it. But I think when you see Christ, as we were saying earlier, as resurrected, and we think of what Peter said, thanks be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who has begotten us again, which means He has made us born again into a living hope by the resurrection of Jesus from the dead, to an inheritance that is incorruptible and that does not fade away. We were talking about that, but I really believe that people, when they see Jesus as being eternal and the source of all things, the Creator with the Father, and He's now conquered death, He's now alive as our high priest, and we actually see that, then we come to worship and we come to pray with an intelligent realization that Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. What do you think? Isn't that what it is seeing God?
Yes. I mean, these people they walk. Some of them they walk.
Many, many miles just to get there.
Days they're walking together. Yes.
I know, and here in America.
And they are pouring their hearts out because they've just fallen in love with their first love again.
And do you know, I just saw a program on TV, not on TV, I looked on YouTube to see what's happening in China, the underground churches in China. And I saw these people weeping, and they were so glad just to get out and sing to the Lord. So
why can't we come together, call the church together here, and do the same thing?
I think that's a beautiful idea. Why not have even larger picture on that bulletin board here at the Good Turn and a few other places? Something large and invite them to come out to worship together. That's a wonderful idea. I suggest a larger piece of paper because why not?
Right.
All the pages are typically either regular 8.5 by 11 or smaller typically. Well, there's some posters as well. But if it's important, why wouldn't we want to have a larger, something that's a little different?
Well, I have thought about going around to the different churches and speaking to the pastors about it, just, planting a little.
Do you know what? That's a very good idea. Some of the pastors will not want to do it.
That's not my problem. I'm just
planting
the seed.
But some of them will.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it would just...
I think you're right.
It would just be a really wonderful thing to do.
When did this thought come to you?
A few days ago.
Is it because you saw these outdoor meetings with these 300,000?
Yeah, I can't stop watching this.
Okay, what's the name of that so I can look it up?
Holy Ground.
Holy Ground by...
Daniel Kalenda.
Daniel Kalenda. All right, I'm going to go look at him now, look him up right now. And we've just finished recording this. I just wanted to introduce to my friend William, and a few other people possibly too, my friend Susanna, as I'm just investigating the possibility of starting a little radio program right on a tablet. So there it is. Now, how do I turn it off? Susanna, you want to help me? She knows that I don't mean that seriously. Where's the off button here? There's a stop thing right here, look.